Okay, is anyone coming on? Just for everyone to come on. Yes. Hi and welcome everyone. My name's Kerrie Erwin and welcome to the Spirit Show. Tonight we'll be talking to Kaja Yoga about the moon and other things that may interest you, and I'll be doing readings. But first of all, I'd like to welcome you. Everyone's coming in now. Hi, Paula. How are you? It's lovely to see you. You must be looking at my hair. I know it's terrible. We've been in lockdown here in Sydney now for going on to 5 weeks, and we have to do another 4, so it's probably till the end of August, which is pretty rough, considering nails, hair, and all that. But for the girls anyway. But we're all in it together, so that's the main thing. So staying positive is what I say. And we've got Susan. Hi, Susan. How are you? Mwah. Big call out to you girls for joining me tonight. And we've got Joyty. Hi, Joyty. How are you, gorgeous? So lovely to see you. Well, I'm going to start going because I know more people are starting to jump on. And first of all, I'm going to pull out 3 cards. So you either have to pick a 1, a 2, or a 3. So whatever card you feel you want, whether it be card number 1, card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. So think of a number in your mind which you want, and I'm going to be using the Major Arcana cards. And if you want to learn tarot, I have a really good tarot card book on the market. You can get this through Amazon. I think they're only about $10. I wrote this probably about 10 years ago. It's tarot. It was actually entitled Tarot for Dummies. So in other words, it's pretty easy. I've been doing tarot cards from the age of 17. So if you want an easy book to read with spreads and layouts and thing, there you go. You can get that on Amazon. But so I'll be working with the Major Arcana card tonight, everyone. So I want you to pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. Now, the Major Arcana cards, they are karmic cards. There's 22 in a pack, and this is about what's going on in your life in a universal manner. So the first card I'm picking tonight is the Judgment card. Judgment is all about rewards coming, spiritual rewards. So, for those who have been working really hard on your life, changing patterns and, just basically working on yourself, or could be in a job or where you are in your life universally. This is the Karma card, and this is all about spiritual rewards, letting go of spiritual contracts and spiritual rewards. So if you've picked number 1, it's all about really good things coming on a spiritual level, spiritual rewards, moving ahead in the world. So that's a welcome card, I would say. Okay, now the second card for anyone who picked number 2, that's to do with strength. Strength is basically straightforward, like you may be going through a really difficult period at the moment, but if you've pulled this card, if you're drawn to this energy, the strength card is telling you no matter what you think, no matter what you do, the strength card is beside you and will always help you. So you don't have anything to worry about because you're strong, and also your position in life is strong. And if you have any worries, don't worry because you have the strength to get over that. So that's also a welcome card. See how it works? It's very easy. And the third card we got, if you've picked number 3, is the Magician. Now, I love the Magician card because that talks about opportunities. And also it shows me, if you're drawn to this card, you're a person that you may have different types of skills and potentials you haven't really channeled yet. Like, how sometimes in life we think, yeah, okay, I know it all. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes there's other things inside us that we discover about ourselves that we didn't know that still haven't come out yet, and often we can bring these through with past lives. So the Magician card is all about being a magician and using the skills you have already, and also tuning into your higher self and the records and channeling down those other gifts you may have to make your life easy. Because I always say a spiritual life is hard on many aspects because there's a lot of learning, but there's so many rewards, and the rewards, they always override any negativity in your life. So basically, the Magician card is number 3. I also picked another card for everyone, and this is called Autumn Leaves. Autumn Leaves in the Australian bush flowers is all about letting go, moving on. And have you noticed, like, we're in winter now, but in autumn, you know how all the trees and all the nature changes around us? We have the most beautiful colours. We have the beautiful golds and the browns and the reds, and it's quite spectacular, especially when you go for a walk in the forest or the bush and you see all the changing of the times. Nature, it's such a beautiful thing, nature, isn't it? So if you make an essence from autumn leaves, or if you just buy the stock called autumn leaves, this will help you transform from a situation in your life. For example, if you're feeling stuck, or if you are going through a hard time or a bereavement, for example, or a big change, autumn leaves is very good for that. It's a very good essence to leave the past behind and just moving forward without even looking back. So I thought I'd pick that for everyone tonight, because so many people I know, we're going through a bit of a hard time, but as I said, we're all in this together, and it's not going to last forever. So it's about reset. It's about moving forward and letting all the negative energy go. And the Funster card tonight is all about Joan Collins. Now, Joan Collins is all about beauty. It's about fun. And it's also about power, about really tuning into that feminine and that masculine power. And this is for all the boys out there as well. It's also about making time, a playtime, having playtime in your life. And, being sexy and sassy, that sort of thing, and really feeling it and really going into that role. It's so much fun. It's so adventurous, and it sort of it makes you feel switched on and nothing's impossible. So that's why I thought I'd pick the Joan Collins card, because it's a power card, and I wish everyone well through these changing times. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Moving on, I think I'll do a few questions before we have Kaja on. So if anyone is interested in the tarot book, there you go. You can get that on Amazon. And also, during the show, we're going to give away a prize tonight called Mediumship. This is my latest book by Rockpool Publishing. And that's for all the people out there, men and women, who would like to know all about mediumship and the tools that we have and how we can utilise them. It's a workbook, so it's pretty good. So you can also buy this online or through Rockpool Publishing. And this is my latest book called Mediumship. Mediumship is something I've been doing my whole life as well. So there you go. So that's a good read as well. So that's the prize tonight. We'll be sending out to a lucky viewer. And when I do the readings, not everyone will get a reading, but you will always get healings in my sessions, because my guides will be working with you. So I'm just going to take a pause and start to read. Okay, first of all, I'm going to be working with tarot cards, and also I'm going to be working with spirit. So if spirit comes in, I can hear the voices here. Okay, the first message I'm getting is from Julie Alderton. My mum passed. Any messages from her? The first thing I'm getting is, Julie, your mum's telling me that she doesn't want you to fuss. I feel that she was always hands-on, your mum, and she always knew what was going on. No, you could never fool her, because she was pretty switched on, and she's laughing, and she doesn't want anyone to... She's talking about a male, and you may need to help him, is what she's saying. I don't know if this is a brother or a male person in the family, and she's saying that there's a lot of people in the spirit world, so she's not worried. Towards the end of her life, I feel that, if anything, she was very tired, and she may have had, I'm feeling breathing, lungs, that sort of thing towards the end is what I'm getting. So it was difficult for her. But you know that she's always with you, and she'll always love you and stand by your side. And often I feel there was things that she left behind, maybe a ring or a piece of jewellery as well, that she wanted you to have. I feel that you may have to sort of be the matriarch of the family now, and she wants you to keep an eye on everyone, but she sends her love. She's telling me she's at peace. And also I feel there's a male over there who very much loved who she's with, and she sends her love and not to worry. Okay, and another card is Stacey Lee. Will my new, what does that say?
Business.
Will my new business fund my trip to Costa Rica? Wow, That sounds fantastic, Stacey. Look, I do feel that you're a person, I feel you're pretty switched on and you're very good at sort of inventing yourself and you know how to make money. Anything you love, anything we love or anything, you love or you're passionate about, you'll always be successful. I do see a lot of trouble for you, but I do get delays. And I do feel your business, I feel it's something exciting, it's something new, and it's kind of like a new beginning for you. I feel you've been thinking about this for a while, and it's a lot of fun. And I do feel that that you'll get a lot of help with it too. I feel people will really like your product, whatever your business is, and I feel that it will bring money in. It's a lot of fun, but you just have to keep doing it and just pushing it. I just feel there's a lot of delays. It could be red tape delays, things like that, but you just stick to it. And I feel head down, bum up is what I'm getting, and you will have a lot of fun. I do see a lot of travel coming up for you, like a lot of us. So there you go. Okay, we've got Bridget Wilson. Any loved ones passed around me? The first thing I'm getting around you, Bridget, I don't know if you had a dog that passed over, but I feel there's a dog around you in the spirit world. You may have had it when it was younger. I'm not sure the time. They're not showing me the time. And also, I've got a lady here. It's like a mother figure. I feel it was a grandmother, and she's telling me she was sick for a long time. And she said, when you were younger, you're always very active and you used to like reading. She sends her love to you, and also, I don't know if you like cooking, but it's something you might be looking at in the future to improve, is what she's saying. Love, love, love from the spirit world. Definitely get a small little dog around you, is what I'm getting. Okay. Now, the next card I'm getting is Karen Halabi. Any insights for me around what's this say?
Going anywhere or staying stuck.
Any insights for me around going anywhere or staying stuck? Well, Karen, the first thing you need to do is you really need to unstick yourself, because you're really frustrating yourself and everyone in. But you kind of feel you're like at a dead end, so I can understand where you're coming from. Look, nobody tells you what to do. You need to know what you need to do. It's about taking a lot of courage and just moving forward and not hanging on to little things. I feel you're sweating the small things a lot. It's almost like you go over and over in your head. Things that happened to you and from the past, you really need to move forward, is what I'm getting. I'm also getting my noses going off, so they're telling me that you're a very sensitive person, and I feel you really need to protect yourself, because I feel in a way you're a bit of an empath, and I feel a bit of counselling and a bit of soul searching with different types of therapies would be really good for you, and also writing. I also feel that there's a male around you that you really need to let go and move forward from, because I feel he may hold you back with your emotions. But the main thing is you need to really love yourself, is what I'm getting for you, Karen. Start to love yourself, start to see yourself how gorgeous you truly are, and things will really start to move for you. So I wouldn't worry about that. Also, I've got a man in the spirit world. He's telling me the spirit's coming in. I feel he may have had cancer. This man's connected to you. I don't know if it's your father or grandfather. He had cancer, and he's saying that you need to be strong and you can do this, is what he's saying. A very proud man. He was very proud. He's telling me he's very proud of you. You need to stop overthinking things, because you go over and over things in your head all the time. Okay, we've got Nicole Lara. Any messages from both my aunts that recently died? It's really funny, because I feel for you, Nicole, when things happen, it's always in 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2, 3s. So I feel that, yes, I feel that these two aunties of yours, I feel everybody knows everybody in the family, and they're telling me that the women in the family are very strong. It's sort of, there's a lot of female dominance, is what I'm getting. And I don't know if anyone called you Nikki in your life, but I'm hearing the name Nikki, and I'm being told that they're both together. I feel they were very different from each other. They're telling me they were like the odd couple. One was quite fun and the other one was quite conservative. The one was conservative. I feel she may have been a bit of a worrier. And also the one who was fun, she always used to make you laugh, is what I'm getting. I feel they're together. And also they're telling me that, I don't know if you have a sweet tooth or someone has a sweet tooth around you, so you need to really hold back on the sugar, because it makes you anxious, is what I'm getting. I know, they're a bit crazy, aren't they, some of these answers, but there you go. Amy Bass. Any messages from my brother Pete? Look, I pick up you, Amy, you and Pete, I feel you had a very good relationship, but I don't know if there was a difference in the age. And I feel that he was very different from you, but he's a beautiful soul and very gentle, and I feel he looks out for you. And I feel any time that you're in trouble, he's telling me he'll always be there for you. and no matter what, and also he's saying there's a few decisions for you coming up in the future which you'll have to make. He's almost like your guardian angel, is what I'm getting, Amy. Pete's almost like your guardian angel. So it's very exciting, to have someone like that in the spirit world looking after you. So he sends his love, and he's telling me he loved his mum. His family was very close. He was very close to them. And he's just laughing. He's not sad, he's happy, is what he's saying. Okay, he's also saying there may be some sort of new job coming up for you. Susan Strachan. My mum had a procedure today. Will she be okay? The first thing I'm getting is I feel your grandmother's in the spirit world. This may be her mum, and I'm being told, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Thumbs up. I feel that she was lucky is what I'm getting, because I don't feel it's her time yet. The procedure will be okay is what I'm getting. I just feel she's very down at the moment, your mum, so I feel that you just need to light a candle and send her lots of love. I just feel also it may take her a bit of time to get over this procedure that she had, but she really needs to let go of the sadness, because she's got her father or grandfather is what I'm getting, older man. I'm hearing the name Pop over there as well, and he said, "You've got this." I feel the spirit world's around you big time. Your mum's a beautiful person, Susan. I don't feel it's her time. I feel the procedure's going to go really well, and it's going to make her life a little bit easier. Okay, and now we've got Joe Sidens. How long will my husband's journey be with his health? Look, I feel that your husband, he's been through a lot, is what I'm getting, Joe, and it's been very tough on him, and I can understand how you feel, the worry, the stress, and I just feel he's such a beautiful man, and he's so much loved by you, and I feel he needs that love and support, even though at times it may be exhausting. I feel with the health, I feel that he's had limited choices with himself. I just feel it's been one thing after the other, and I just pick up his morale is quite low. So I feel it's about just doing nice things for him, telling him how much you care for him, and just sitting, and even just sitting next to him and holding his hand, and just be strong. You really need to be strong to him with him. I feel he's a beautiful man, and it's just been really, really tough. I feel that he may have a new doctor. There may be a choice in doctors coming in, is what I'm getting. But it's just been a very long and some sort of procedure with a hospital visit is what I'm getting in the future. But it's just been a long journey, but he just needs to be strong. But I feel he needs your love besides him to keep him going. Okay, we've got Tony Watson. Okay, Tony Watson, any grandchildren for me? Look, I definitely see 3. I don't know where they're coming from, but I do feel that you will be busy, Tony. I feel you're a family person, but often you feel like you're alone or like an orphan or something, and it makes you really sad. But there's a lot of people in the world, Tony, who really love you because you're like a good Samaritan. I don't know what you do with your life or work, but I do feel that there's new things coming. And also, I feel that you may be doing some sort of changes in your health or sport or something like that. I feel you may be working on that a little bit. And also I feel that I'm being told that whatever you're going for, you're going to have great success. So I feel there's a project around you. Okay, I'll just have a look at this. This is Laurie. Hi, Kerrie. I had a dream. I like dreams. I had a dream last night that my father had passed away, and I was upset in my dream. Okay, what I'm getting for you, Laurie, I feel you've got a lot of things going on in your life at the moment, and it's almost like I feel you need to make a few decisions. The main thing is I'm being told you really need to use boundaries in your life, because I feel there's people who take advantage of your good nature, and not to worry. I feel that you've got a lot of spirit people around you, especially a male who had an accident, and I feel he comes around and visits you. Also, I feel your meditation or whatever you're doing is going really, really well. And I feel the more you meditate and work on yourself, I feel you're really opening yourself up with your mediumship or your psychic abilities, is what I'm getting. But I feel that you've got decisions and boundaries, and not to worry, and your loved ones are around you, and they often do come through in dreams. So you do dream a lot about spirit people. That's the way they connect to you, because it's a spiritual sign. A lot of people, they may see signs like birds or butterflies. With you, I feel it's very, very clear that it's dreams. So you do get a lot of messages that way. Okay, Nita Lyons. relationship. Nita wants to look at her relationships. Let's have a look. I feel that at the moment, I feel there's nothing around you at the moment, but I do feel a bit of a change coming up. You're a person, I feel that you're now ready for a relationship. So I'm getting probably within the next couple of months, I feel things will change for you. It's about, I know we're all in lockdown now and it's hard, but I do feel there's a lovely man coming for you in the next 12 months. And I feel he may be like a water sign. And I feel you're going to meet him out and about because I feel you've made up your mind that you really want to start to meet people now. So it will happen. It will happen. It's just about getting out there, but it's not till the summer months. And I feel summer months, the end of the year, next year, beginning, I feel it's a male, a fleece, a water sign, lovely, likes to have lots of conversations. And we'll do one more before we get Kaya on, and then I'll finish doing more readings. We've got Rasha Camera. The first thing I'm getting is she's asking me about. Sorry? Manrisha, sorry. Manrisha, the first thing I'm getting is I've got your mother here. I don't know whether she loved cooking because I can see her sort of in a kitchen preparing food, and she's telling me before she died she couldn't do anything. I feel she may have been in bed or unwell, and also I feel she may have had a few headaches too is what I'm getting. So I feel she had it pretty tough towards the end of her life, but I feel she's in the spirit world, and I feel she loved to have people in her home and cook for everyone because I can see all this food. I don't know what nationality you are, I'm seeing all this food on a table, and it's quite incredible. And she liked to entertain that way. Because when she cooked, her heart sang, is what she's saying. And I don't know whether she gave you any recipes, but I'm picking up that her food was full of beautiful aromas, is what I'm getting. I can see a table with food on, is what I'm getting. She sends her love, and she's telling me she's young again. I don't know whether she had long hair when she was younger, but she said her hair's longer now and it's all there and she's happy and she's jumping around. And she comes, I feel your mother may even prayed or something is what I'm getting. She was quite spiritual, and I feel when you pray you can feel her energy. When she comes around you, it's almost like you can smell beautiful sweet flowers, and it's a beautiful feeling. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, I think we'll take a little break now because Kaya wants to talk about the moon and what's happened. It's really interesting. So we'll get Kaya on now. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
And then we'll finish with the readings. We've got a whole lot of readings there. So please stay on the page and don't go away. And yeah, we've got Kaya on. So I'll just move over here so she's got lots of room. So tell us, Kaya, what are you talking about tonight?
Well, I thought to honour your energy and a break that maybe we should talk about the recent full moon in Aquarius.
Oh, I'd love that. That's great.
Now, I'm not an astrologer. I'm just a yoga and meditation teacher, but I love living harmoniously with nature and its cycles. And, you know, like the moon, we all have our phases. And I run a lot of my yoga workshops and classes around and my personal rituals around the moon and its phases. So I don't know if any of you saw or felt the full moon on the weekend.
So what does the full moon signify?
Yeah,
and how does it influence us?
Well, full moons are quite climactic. I mean, statistics with paramedics and things that happen around a full moon. The paramedics are busier, and hospitals and murders and a lot more intense things tend to happen around a full moon. And I don't know about you, but you know, it affects animals, humans, it affects the tides, and as humans, we're made of mostly water, around 70%, I think, 75% water. So of course we are going to be affected by the moon like we're affected by the sun and the weather and nature. But the full moon over the weekend was in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. And if you think of Aquarius, think of the age of Aquarius, and it's all about freedom, liberation, and cosmic consciousness, and really being out there. And again, full moons are quite climactic. They tend to highlight and intensify things. And you know, just think of a rug and pulling up a rug and putting a spotlight under the rug, and you see what's actually been hidden under the rug, so to speak. So on the weekend, I don't know if you remember, but the freedom rallies here in Sydney happened, and that was quite intense.
Very emotional.
Yeah, and that was on an Aquarian full moon.
There you go.
So that's a great example of, you know, the star sign Aquarius and the effects that a full moon might have. So it's all about things coming up to fruition. If you like to set goals, wishes can come true. It's not all negative and intense. It can be quite beautiful and magical, a full moon. And we actually got our crystals out and put them under the full moon over the weekend to recharge them, the crystal bowls. So,
right, yeah. And so why the full moon though? Is that because of the energy?
It's because of the energy. It enhances the energy
and you felt the
them.
difference straight away, didn't you, when you put those crystals out?
Absolutely. When I took them out, when I walked towards them the next day when they were in the sun after being out under the light of the full moon in the sky on the back grass and amongst the dew on the grass, they were singing to me. I might sound mad, but I am a little bit mad, but I could feel them singing to me and energetically because I'm a sensitive soul as well. I could feel them and it was beautiful, and it was like they thanked me for taking them out there and giving them a cleanse, because they have done a lot of healing work, those bowls, let me tell you. But we also put out our quartz crystals to charge and recharge. Crystals are our energy, and like our own energy that we cleanse with meditation and the work that we do, crystals need to be cleansed as well.
Also, there's a lot of people in this lockdown who aren't coping at all. So besides, I feel exercise is really good. I feel music, doing things that you love, and also playing with crystals is good too, because crystals are really healing, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So in what way could the crystal, like for example, anyone who's really sad and lonely, playing with the quartz, rose quartz, for example,
rose quartz crystals, yeah,
they're very good. They're especially to sleep with. I know when I'm really upset, I'll often take this to bed with me, like the rose quartz, and because it sort of works on my emotional body. And also meditation's really good to do, in the lockdown, because a lot of people, as I said, aren't working. So they're not working, and they're working from home, and they're feeling caged in, and they're feeling frustrated. I know I am. I'm going crazy, can't get my hair, all my things I'm used to. It's really hard, because our routines are all sort of broken down. So I feel with the crystals and meditation and exercise and being aware, like for example the full moon, and know that how it can affect you. I think this is a really big awakening time for people to be aware, isn't it?
Absolutely, but also nature. The full moon, it was so beautiful. It illuminates the sky. It's big, it's fluorescent, iridescent, it's white. And going outside and honouring nature, honouring the moon, honouring the sunrise, the sunset, and stepping outside of lockdown
and people
and
are so passionate in a full moon. I remember years ago I was a trained nurse, and I was working in psych hospitals, and oh my God, the energy, from the wards, it was crazy.
Yeah.
We'd all say, oh yeah, it's a full moon. We'd look out the window, yeah, it's a full moon. That's why everyone's going crazy.
True.
Because it really affects you.
Yeah.
So we're in this period of time now where it's actually waning. So how does that affect you?
Yeah, so again, full moons are generally quite climactic or super magical and uplifting. It doesn't always have to be intense and negative. But when the moon starts to wane, it's like an exhalation. Because you're building up to the moon, from the new moon to the full moon, and that's another conversation. But we're building up towards something. So whether it's manifesting goals, achievement, putting out a wish, fulfillment, the full moon is a climax. It's climactic. So after that, when the moon wanes and becomes a gibbous, it's all about stepping back, exhaling, going within, release work, breath work, forgiveness, letting go, and it's like an exhalation, basically. I find and feel the moon phase after a full moon, before the dark moon and the new moon. So that's a great opportunity to do healing work, letting go, releasing, and again, forgiveness.
Yes. Incredible. So is there anything else you'd like to talk about tonight to help the viewers? Because we're all going through a really hard time at the moment.
Yeah.
In Sydney, there's another 4 weeks. I mean, it's just, we all feel like we're in a prison, but as I said, we're all in this together.
Yeah. Well, going back to your reading, you pulled out the autumn card, and you spoke about nature and the power of nature. And I like to talk about the full moon, because when we look at the moon, the stars, the sun, you realise that there's a whole universe out there. We're all connected. We're all under the same moon, the same sun. We're all connected, but there's a whole universe out there, and we're just a tiny speck, the beautiful planet Earth.
That's the autumn card.
Yeah, the autumn leaves. So
that's about letting go.
Letting go, releasing.
Because this is a time where all your problems come up. You think about things, you go over it and over it and over it again because, you know, you're made to sit home. Some people might go and eat in the kitchen, or I'm sure we've all put on a bit of weight. We think about meals and food. We're obsessed with that because we're stuck in the home.
True.
So that's why it's very important to meditate, go for a walk in nature, as Kaja said.
Nature.
And also, you know, really nurture yourself because this isn't going to last forever. So, you know, try and be positive. And also, I feel journaling, you know, writing a journal.
Writing, absolutely.
Writing's really good because I remember last time we went through this, I think I wrote 4 books. I sort of became bogged down. This time I don't have the energy to do that, but I wrote 4 books within a period of, say, 8 months through all the upheaval.
Yeah, so you were really constructive.
And I was constructive. So it's good to sort of have a little project, I feel, for everyone, because often we're isolated from our family too, because we can't go and visit them.
Yeah, it's best to be, you have a choice, either be constructive or destructive. What's better for you? Be constructive.
And also you can do yoga online, can't you? Don't you do yoga online work?
Yeah.
That's fascinating because I remember, you know, going to yoga, you always went to a studio. So now you actually do it online.
Yeah, I do a Zoom class every Sunday, which is free, or by donation, whatever you feel most comfortable for. I'm not expecting anything from it. I'm doing the practice for myself, especially the weather's been quite cold and windy in Sydney, so I've been doing some really powerful grounding yoga, and I feel $1 million afterwards, so I'm happy to just share, especially during lockdown, but there are plenty of
It's good you're doing that because it's all about supporting the community, what we're doing now.
Absolutely.
It's about we're all in this together, we're all helping each other.
And self-care, the self-care quotient is so high at the moment and so important. So it's really important to look after yourself. We've got to be careful
of our mental state.
Well, it's all connected, isn't it?
Correct.
So, but there's plenty of other things online for free at the moment. If yoga doesn't float your boat, there's free meditations. There's a lot of healers and light workers and fitness people out there offering free stuff online. So just have a Google.
There's some funny energy out there too at the moment, I have to say. Like a lot of people, because we're going through this time, a lot of people are really negative. So I feel it's really important to clear your energy. You know, like, so just visualize yourself in this white room, close your eyes and just scan your energy. Look to the left. If you see anything there, tell it to go to the light. Feel the right, the front and the back. Any exercises with clearing your energy is on my website. I've got cutting the ties and the white room technique, but boundaries is very important. And anytime I feel vulnerable or scared, I just put the white light around me. And I've always taught you this, haven't I?
Yeah. And I also like the pink bubble. If you think of the Wizard of Oz, remember Glinda the Good Witch? She was in a pink bubble. I often place myself in a pink protective bubble as well of love, a pink bubble of love that where only good can come in and negative is just repelled by it.
Also, if I need extra protection, I'll put a blue cloak around me by a beautiful friend of mine, an older medium taught me this years ago. And it's sort of, because sometimes people throw sort of really negative energy at you, like knives and that. Like sometimes you can feel it in your back, or I had recently one in my eye. Can you believe it? And I went to a specialist. But before I went to I booked into a specialist. But before I went there, I actually cleared it, and I saw this very dark energy around me.
Yeah.
That was sent by other people.
Yeah.
Which is quite incredible. I just find it so sad in a way that people can be. Not everyone's happy for you. Some people can be very negative, probably because they have very unhappy lives.
And compassion is a big emotion and value to take on when you do feel like you're being psychically attacked or you're picking up somebody else's negative energy. Right, it's so easy to get defensive, especially if you're sensitive and
well, we're all sensitive beings.
Yeah, but you know, understanding that person's obviously gone through a hard time. Otherwise, why are they behaving that way? They obviously don't love themselves. They hate themselves. They're insecure. Compassion is quite empowering. It's an empowering place to come from rather than falling into victim, isn't it?
That's for sure. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you,
Thank
Kaja.
you.
That was beautiful. I think we'll move on with these readings. We've got quite a lot of people tonight. They're interested in getting a reading, so I'm going to try and get through quite a few. And if we don't get you, you will come up eventually. It's just that we've had a change because Violet's not here, so we've got Kai here. So we've just got to work out the system, don't we? So you'll try and get through as many people as you can. Okay, how do you pronounce that?
Talia.
Talia. That's a beautiful name. I'm saying all these really beautiful names tonight. Any messages for me? I need guidance. The first thing I'll get for you, Talia, is it Talia? I feel that sometimes they're telling me that you can learn things that you learn things the hard way, is what I'm hearing. And I do feel that you're going to be okay. I feel, okay, what they're saying is you need to listen to your intuition more, because I do feel you have very strong feelings about people and things. And there may be a male around you that you're not sure about, that you may have very strong feelings for, but he may not have the same feelings for you. I feel you really need to listen to your intuition. I feel you need to stop and you need to really feel what you feel in your gut, is what I'm getting. I do feel that you need to listen to your own guidance, is what I'm getting, because there's a lot of people around you and I feel you ask questions and you're confused and that, but I feel you need to stop doing that, start to meditate, is what I'm getting. You will come out of this situation, but they're saying that your spirituality is really opening up, and once you start to listen to that, the gut, the higher self, the inner knowing, I feel that you will avoid a lot of problems. It's kind of like you learn things the hard way. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Right. Okay, we've got Marisol, is it?
Yeah.
Marisol. Any messages from Auntie Zena, I think it is. The first thing I'm getting for you, I feel that you're very traditional family. I feel that there's a few people around you. I feel someone with cancer is what I'm getting, someone with cancer. Someone with cancer. I can feel someone with cancer is very close to you. And also there may be someone who also lost their memory is around you, sort of very confused is what I'm getting. I feel this auntie that you want to get in contact with, I feel she was very close to you, and she was a person she was a bit like Yoda in a way. She always used to give you lots of advice and information, and she's a beautiful person. I feel she stands by your side and she will guide you, because often our loved ones, often they will come in and they will do that. They will stand by us and they will support us through difficult times. She sends her love, and she's telling me that I feel that you've been thinking about traveling or wanting to travel or do something like that, and I feel that will be possible for you in the next 12 months, because I feel there's some sort of journey coming up is what I'm being told. So there you go. So good things happening. Sarah, what do you see coming up for me? I prefer if you gave me specific questions, people. So when you do send in a message, it'd be better. It'd be easier for me, because there's so many things going around a lot of people. With you though, Sarah, I feel for you. I feel that there's a lot of discussions. I'm hearing discussions and there's a lot of confusion, discussions, and sort of a bit of conflict around you at the moment. And I feel that you're waiting. This could be with work, and also I feel there's changes in your social relationships as well. So I feel change is what I'm getting. And don't listen to gossip. Don't listen to negative people, because I feel you're moving away from that. I feel that you're really starting to get spiritual rewards in your life where you've learned a lot. I really feel, Sarah, you've learned a lot in the last 12 to 18 months, and life has shown you many things. I feel you've grown a lot is what I'm getting. I'm getting wisdom. I feel wisdom is coming in for you big time, and I feel it's very, very exciting. So there you go. Also, you've got a lady in the spirit world around you. Could have been a grandmother, and I feel that she also kind of old-fashioned. I could see her with an apron, getting all the cooks tonight. I can see her with an apron on, and I feel that this lady had a bit of a sweet tooth. She used to like to make cakes and things. I feel this is the lady I'm getting in the spirit world around you, like a grandmother. Used to like to bake, cook cakes, that sort of thing is what I'm saying. And she sends her love to you, is what I'm getting. Okay. It's amazing how thirsty you get when you do readings. Okay, here we go. Fiona Laurel, can you please pull a card for my friendship problems? Okay, for your friendship problems, the first thing I'm being told is really you need to move away and stop trying to please everyone all the time, because often, I don't know what you've been through, I feel that you've gone through a bit of a growth period in your life, and I feel you're sick of all the drama is what I'm getting. I do feel that there will be I do see you're going to be moving away is what I'm hearing. I've got a male person talking to me now. I don't know if this is your father or grandfather. He had a heart problem and he said you need to move away from all the rubbish that's around you, and because it's like you feel like you're in the middle of everything is what I'm getting. And I feel sometimes people take advantage of you because you just go along. You need to step out from others. There's choices around you at the moment, Fiona. You really need to choose things that serve you better and stop feeling terrible all the time and stuck in the middle. I feel that it's a lot of spiritual lessons. So what they're saying is, I feel there's one or two people around you that no longer serve you. So you need to cut the ties with them and really move away. Look, I remember watching this program the other night, and they were saying 10 years ago you used to have 10 friends, but these days you're lucky if you've got two. So there you go. Times have changed. Okay, Maria De Angelis. I'm not coping in isolation. Is there any messages from Spirit for me? The first thing I'm getting you from Maria, I feel that you've got a lot of love around you, especially from your children. I just feel that there's going to be a big change coming up for you, and I don't know whether I know you're single, but I feel that you may be dating again or getting out there. And I feel you're going to make a conscious decision. I feel more towards summertime because I feel it's time for you to move on in your life, especially in your relationships, because you're such a beautiful person and you've got a lot of great friends. You've got a lot of great friends. I feel for you, don't worry about money. I feel money's going to be fine. I feel that you're doing well, but I feel there's opportunities for you coming up. And I do feel that you could be traveling with a friend in the summer months, and also I'm getting writing. Writing's very important for you. I don't know, they're showing me a pen and paper. I don't know whether you're thinking about writing or writing short stories or writing or doing a course in creative writing, but I feel that'd be very good for you because you're a great communicator and you really know people. You're also very spiritual, and I feel that you may have I got a lady in the spirit world around you. I don't know if it's your mother, but it's an older woman. She's telling me she had problems walking before she passed, is what I'm getting. And also bit breathless is what I'm getting. You've got quite a few. Also, you've got a lovely father-in-law who really liked you. I don't know, this is from your first husband, and he was a big personality. I'm getting this big personality. He's from Europe. He's a European, and this may have been related to your ex-husband, is what I'm hearing. And he comes around you, and he's telling me he really liked you. He's telling me you're a lovely girl. He knew you when you were quite young, is what he's saying. But this man had a very big personality. He was quite funny, and everyone loved him. And he's in the spirit world around you too. He's calling you his daughter, but I'm hearing it's time for you to move on because you've got some wonderful things happening. And also I see a new relationship coming up for you, and also changes in your work. I'm not sure whether you're planning to do part-time work or semi-retiring or doing something like that, but I'm certainly getting new work coming in for you, which is going to be very exciting. So you've got a lot of things. You may not have anything happening for you now, Maria, but I see a big change coming up for you. And it's about stepping out to the unknown and some sort of new work coming. So you've got a lot of potential to do so many things, and you're a beautiful soul. And I want to send you lots of love and tell you new beginnings coming up for you. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a big mouthful, wasn't it? But I like this guy, this funny man he's been passed away probably for about 15 years or so. He may have been related to your ex-husband. He's a big character. Reminds me of a big rooster. Very funny, very funny. Okay, Sylvie, laughter. Sylvie, any messages from my dad who passed? I think I've done Sylvie, haven't I? No? Okay, Sylvie, the first thing I'm getting is, I don't know if your father wore glasses towards the end of his life, but he's showing me a pair of glasses. Are you having problems with your eyes, is what I'm getting? Because I feel that you may be having problems with your eyes, is what I'm seeing. He sends his love. He's telling me that you've been going through a bit of a hard time at the moment, but I feel things will improve for you. There's a change coming up in a work situation for you, is what he's saying. And he's telling me you're a very sweet girl. And he's also said that you're very sensitive, and also he's telling me that you love flowers. But he hasn't died in spirit because this man is still very, very much around you, is what he wants to say. And he sends his love. He's telling me you're a beautiful soul, and he wants to push you. He wants to push you to move on and try different things, is what he's saying. Love, love, love to you, is what he's saying. Okay. Next one we've got is Deborah Shelton. Is there a man coming into my life? Oh, I love this romance stuff. Let's have a look, Deborah. I'm sure there is. Look, I always say to people, if you want to meet someone, you have to be proactive. And a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not going to get on the website and I'm not going to do it through social media. But honestly, in this day and age, because we're so busy, that is, to me, is like really the only way, because it's so hard to meet people because we're so busy in our lives. Like, you don't have time because it's like tickety tock goes the clock. With you though, Deborah, I feel will you find a man? I definitely get online is what they're saying. I feel you're ready now is what I'm getting, and definitely I see you moving ahead. And I feel that around summertime is what they're saying. Summer. Probably around November, December, January, February is going to be very, very good for you, especially socially. And I feel that because you're ready now, I feel you've come a long way. You've left the past behind. So they're saying you've got opportunities. So it's almost like you're going to change your image too, Deborah. You could be changing your hair, your makeup, and also the way you think about things. So it's almost like they're showing me a major overhaul, if that makes sense. So yes, I do feel this guy, and I feel this guy. I feel you're going to meet. He's going to have the same hobbies as you. I feel he likes to do. I feel water around him, and he likes nature, and I feel he's a lovely man. I feel he's a lot of fun, and also, he likes food too. So I don't know if you're a bit of a cook, but I do feel restaurants and that sort of thing. So yeah, he's nice. So I feel you'll meet him, but it's through a dating site. So don't be scared. Okay, Sandra Compton. Am I doing things the way my brother wants me to? Look, Sandra, I feel 100% yes, you are, but also you need to take some incentive too. I feel you've done a lot for your brother and he really appreciates that and he sends his love to you. But I feel that you need to start. I feel you've done enough, really. You've done as much as you can, but you need to start to live your life too. And he's thanking you for being in his life. And he's just telling me, but it was only for such a short time, is what he's saying. So yeah, so don't worry about anything like that. You'll be okay. He's telling me he loves you and he's thanking you for everything that you've done. And he wants you to make the most of your life and not sit back and do anything. Okay, we've got Nita Lyons, relationship reading. Right. Okay, Nita, let's see what's going on for you. I'll get the cards in. With you, I feel you've had problems with males in the past. I feel it's to do with maybe trust and a lot of disappointment is what I'm getting. So I feel for you with love. What I'm getting is I feel that there's a bit of blockages there, I have to say. And I feel from your part because you think, oh, no, I don't want to try it because they're all boring and or they're rotten or whatever. But I do feel if you don't give it a go, you won't know. Like 1 minute you want to meet someone and then you don't. But I feel that definitely I do get someone coming in for you on a social relationship. I feel socially, I feel he's a man. I pick him up as he's sort of quite intelligent. He may be a little bit older than you, and he knows lots about a lot of things. He reminds me either like a businessman or someone of official capacity, someone that's sort of official is what I'm getting. So he's pretty switched on, and I feel this guy's going to come into your life, and I feel I feel he may have been married before, is what I'm getting, and I feel that he's going to start off as a friendship, and then you'll get to know him. He's a really lovely man, and you will surprise yourself, especially with the outcome. Okay, we've got Diana, Alexi. Any messages from my grandmother, grandfather, or auntie? Are they? I think she may be Greek. I'm not sure.
Diana, Alexi.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that, Deanna, I feel that you have a lot of people around you. They're telling me that you're very family, you're very traditional, and I don't know if anyone has had. I'm talking about a baby girl or a young girl in the family who's very different, quite musical, is what I'm getting. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's your daughter or what I'm hearing. That there's a young girl who's very musical that is going to have a big influence in your life. I feel that your grandmother and your grandfather, I feel they're together. I feel they were married for a very long time. I feel that I feel that they both had like illnesses, is what I'm getting. Your grandmother was very strong and she could be very stubborn, whereas your grandfather, I feel he was very good with his hands, but they were very family. And I don't know, I feel they may have looked after you because you seem to have a lot of family and spirit around you. And I feel that's just the way you rolled in your life because it was all about family and sticking together. Everyone was very hard workers. And I feel, I don't know if it's your father who or someone in the family's got a business, had a business and just worked a lot. You come for a long line of workers, is what I'm getting. They are around you, and it's about you doing what you want and standing up for your rights and not letting anyone put you down. They were very proud people, and education was also very important for you. So yeah, so they are around you and they send their love. And they're just telling me you're a beautiful girl. But something with there may be something in your something about your hair, like changes with your hair or something. I don't know what that is. Also, you did have I don't know, it was a cousin or someone who was quite glamorous, who's in the spirit world, who was related to you. She looked like a bit like Sophia Loren. I don't know who that is. Okay. Now we've got, I'm not very good with these names.
Lizetta Gambuzi.
Amazing. Okay, everything goes wrong for me and I feel cursed. Okay, good. What you can do is you can change that. First of all, there's exercises on my website called Cutting the Ties, and there's the white room technique. Then I feel you really need to go through your house and give it a good sage out. Get some sage, close all the windows and really give the house a big smoke out. And if this doesn't work, you need to get help. I do feel that you're very sensitive and you're a very emotional girl and you do have negative energy on you, but that's easily removed because love, when you work with love and light, is the most powerful energy in the world. It's absolutely amazing, and white light energy and love is very powerful. So this is about saging your house, really clearing your house out, and give it a declutter as well where you live. Go through everything, through all your drawers, everything. And you need to move away and cut the ties with toxic people around you. It's so very important to do that. I can't tell you. And when you do that, I feel a big change will come for you. So be aware that this is real. Negative energy does exist and it can often be thrown at you. I've experienced it myself, like I said, by people that are very unintelligent, I say, or jealous or whatever. But really, it's very, very sad that we have so many negative people in the world. And yeah, people do throw negative energy, but it can be easily removed. So you need to cut the ties, do the white room technique I said, and if you need help, go and see a healer because once you do that, you'll get rid of all that negative energy around you. You'll have love in your life will expand, and you'll have beautiful things come in. So that's what I'm getting. Also, I feel that you have a grandmother around you who looks after you in spirit, is what I'm getting. And I feel she was very good with all this sort of witchy poo stuff, psychic stuff. Rachel. I need to find a better job. Will things improve? Rachel, I feel you're at your wit's end. It's almost like you want to pull your hair out. It's a lot of stress and it's, if anything, it's very repetitive. And I feel the people there are quite negative. So I definitely get yes. But I'm being told that you need to stay there until spring at least. And until, because the negativity around you is very, very bad. So I feel you really need to protect yourself. You do this by putting a beautiful white light around you and a blue cloak. So you need to really cloak yourself every time you go to work because some of the people in there are very, very toxic. And I don't think I feel a woman is giving you a hard time. I feel she's behind it all. You get witches, people like that. It's very competitive and I feel it's a lot of gossip and nastiness going on. So I feel you work better with men, but you've got these toxic women there and they're gossiping and carrying on and make everyone's life hell. That's obvious. I get that. So will you stay there? I don't feel so. I feel you move because I feel you've had enough, but it's about the timing. In the meantime, please just protect yourself and put your blue cloak on and don't get involved in anything, even though it's very, very draining because it's all this bitchy poo stuff. And it goes on in these workplaces, which is very unfortunate. It's called bullying. Okay, we've got Ebony. Ebony, what's up? Do I have any messages from loved ones past and my new life choice is good. Look, the first thing I'm getting is Ebony. I feel that I've got a grandmother in the spirit world, a mother figure. I feel may be related to your mother on your mother's side is what I'm getting, and I'm being told that you may look like your father, though, if it is what I'm getting. So they're saying that you have been thinking about doing these changes for a long time. And I feel it's good because I feel it's all about you and you've been thinking about this for a long time. And I feel once you get an idea in your brain, I feel things will really take off for you. With you, there's also someone who had heart problems, I'm getting in the spirit world. I feel this was a male and I feel he stands behind you. I feel he was a very smart person. He's guiding you because I feel this is very difficult times. It's almost like they're showing me a jungle. It's almost like you're going through this jungle and you're a bit scared. Oh, will I find my way? But he's just saying keep going because you've got something beautiful at the end. So yes, I do feel these new life choices have been very good for you. Okay, Belinda Wafer. I hope that helps. Belinda Wafer. My mum's anniversary is soon. Does she have any message for me? Look, the first thing I'm getting for you, Belinda, I feel there was some sort of cancer around you. In this, there's a lady with cancer around you. I've got your mum here. She's telling me that she may have given you a ring or a piece of jewelry, and she's very excited because I feel there may be some. I feel family are coming around. She's talking about the family, the children coming around, and she's saying that she's happy about that you're going to get together and like light a candle for her and have a sing song. Your mum was a beautiful woman. She didn't like a lot of fuss. I just feel that she had a lot of problems throughout her life, and I feel she used to sort of keep them in, is what she's saying. She's a beautiful soul, but she was sort of like the boss too. Like she liked to be in charge of everything, and she said that now you're all on your own, but she stands behind you in spirit. She's also showing me a picture of a daffodil. I don't know if she liked flowers, but I feel she loved the fresh flowers in the house and the smell of it. But I'm seeing a picture of a daffodil. I don't know what significant that is, but she sends her love. Also, she's talking about a piece of jewelry. I feel that before she died, she passed jewelry on, which was in memory of her passing, is what I'm getting. And she'd like you to wear that. Could be a ring. I don't know if you wear it or something. It's either something, it's a piece of something around my neck or it's jewelry. It's one of those, is what she's saying. She's talking about jewelry, though. It's like a keepsake, is what she's saying. And also, she's talking about she used to have some pearls. I don't know if that makes sense, but she's talking about pearls. She may have worn them when she was younger. She was a beautiful woman. She used to dress well when she was younger too. Jennifer O'Brien. I'd like to know my late brother-in-law, Brian, how Brian is. The first thing I'm getting is I feel Brian, when he was alive, when he was a busy man in his life, and he was always doing things. I don't know if it was sporty, but always sort of wanting to do things, going places, and he's telling me it's still the same. I don't know if he did fishing or anything, but he's showing me water where he is. I feel that when he's talking, there's someone in the spirit world who used to fish or go fishing or something like that. And also I'm hearing the name John, if that's significant. This man liked to fish. He's telling me he's around him. He's showing me a piece of fish. He sends his love. He said, he's pretty easygoing, and he was a person of very few words, really, but he just said a big hello to everyone. And he's saying that there may be some family trip you're going to take on. It's a road trip, and I can see a long road, and I feel you're going to jump in the car, and there's some sort of travel coming up once all the states open up. There's some interstate travel coming up for you, is what he's saying. Okay, and we have Nettie Price. Will I ever find my rose brooch? Rose gold brooch. The first thing I'm getting is no. I feel that I feel someone may have found it and taken it. I know it's very sad for you because I feel this was a keepsake for you. I feel someone may have gave it to you or it reminded you of someone, is what I'm getting. I can hear a lady talking to me in the spirit world, and she said, don't worry about it, just buy another one, is what I'm hearing. But that's just the way it is, but I don't see you finding it, is what I'm getting. She said it doesn't matter anyway. There is a lady around you. I feel that, I don't know if she gave it to you, but I feel she loved jewelry too, is what she's saying. She said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, is what she's saying. Also, this lady, before she passed, she's telling me she had problems walking. I don't think she could walk, and she was sort of shuffling her feet. And she was very confused before her death. And I feel you know who this is. I feel it was either an auntie or an old auntie, is what I'm getting. She sends her love. And also she used to like to knit. So I'll just leave it there. She's But don't worry about little things like that. Look after your health, look after your health, look after your health is what she keeps saying. Okay, Mohammed. Will things improve for me after vaccine? Look, at the moment, Mohammed, I feel you're kind of a little bit paranoid about things and you worry too much, if you're going to get germs and that sort of thing. Like a lot of people are a little bit OCD. I understand that because they worry. I feel that you will be. I feel most people will be vaccinated. I feel that's the way they're going to play this whole scenario out, and I don't feel anything bad's going to happen to you at all. And I do feel things will improve. You're a person, I feel that it's very important for you to socialise. So I can see you make an effort of going out and meeting people and getting involved very much in the community. Also, they're telling me you love animals. Animals are very important for you. Okay, Lara Fema, thoughts on COVID? Well, my thoughts, I just spoke about that. That's quite interesting.
A lot of people have asked. So.
Yeah, I have to say with the COVID, I feel it's going to come. It's been plaguing us now and then suddenly it's going to disappear as fast as it came. My opinion was I feel it was man-made, and I saw a meditation about that very clearly. Look, I know there's a lot of anti-vaxxers out there, but I have had the vaccine and I will have another one, and I just feel it's the way of the future, because otherwise I feel they're going to make it really hard for us to travel. On a positive note, I feel COVID's all about being a reset. It's a reset time for you to think about what you want in your life, what you need, and what's important. A lot of people are looking at their jobs, a lot of people are looking at their relationships, and a lot of people are moving. I know so many people that are actually wanting to live a better life in nature, coastal, in a warmer climate. So there's going to be a really big movement of people moving. But I feel this COVID, whatever it is, it started, which was man-made virus, I feel it will go as fast as it came, and I feel as humans, I feel, our plight, we're very strong. We just have to be strong. We just have to keep moving forward, and it's a reset time. It's a pause in the whole of things to really find out what you want in your life and what you really love, and really standing in that power and appreciating everything that comes into your life. That's what I feel the COVID's all about. I call it a reset, isn't it? We talked about this before. Reset. So be very aware of who you are and what you want in your life, and be aware of energies. And as Kaja said, she was talking about the full moon and the effect of nature on us. Do yoga, get into sport, walk, get to know new people, open up, because I feel there's so many opportunities, because we live in such a beautiful place, on earth, the nature, the waterways, and I feel it's about being aware. So I feel this is a very positive time, not trying to preach, but this is a very positive time for all of us to be more aware of ourselves and what's around us. Okay, I'd like to close the program tonight. I'd like to thank you all so very much. I'm sorry if I couldn't give readings to everyone. Every single person who watches this show gets a healing from my spirit team. So, and when you go to bed tonight, just say a little prayer for every single person, in the world. Send them love, send them kindness, send them compassion, because everyone needs it. And everyone be strong, because we're all in this together, and, till the end. So here we go. We'll just bring Kaja in again.
Okay.
Well, thanks for joining me tonight, Kaja. It's been lovely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So I believe we've got a mediumship book.
Yeah, we've got a book to give tonight. So you'll pick someone in the draw, won't you?
I will. And we'll private message you and get your postal address and post it out to you.
So I hope you enjoy it, my latest creation. Anyway, good night from me. Love and light.
Love and light.
And keep the protection in. Remember, we're going through a reset time, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's about being positive. And good night. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.